All right, so again, you're going to split this in half here. And so on each of them, we'll have plan A, and then plan B, plan A, plan B. Okay. So Mr. and Mrs. Harper are planning to install a deck and a garden. Help them determine which of the two choices below is the most cost efficient. The deck is shown in gray and the garden is shown in white. So they're redoing their backyard. They have two options. One of them has a rectangle deck and a rectangle garden. The other one is a rectangle deck and a circular garden. Okay, so our job is to figure out which plan makes the most sense in the end, plan A or plan B. So we look at plan A. It says the deck measures 18 by 25 and the garden measures 9 by 12. So again, the garden's inside the deck. The first question says, what is the area of the garden in plan A and plan B? So how do we find the area of the garden in plan A? What do I do? Well, length times width or base times height. So area, this is a rectangle, so it's area equals base times height. Again, we're only looking at the garden for this one. So what are the measurements for the garden? What's the base of my garden? Anybody?
12.
Okay, and the height? Okay, so area equals 12 times 9. If you're wondering where we got those numbers, right here. Okay, 12 times 9 is, so the area of the garden is 108 feet squared for plan A. Okay, you guys are going to do plan B. So number 2 says, what is the area of the deck, not including the garden? So what do we have to do to figure that out? We need to get the area of, yes. Good. So we have to get the deck and the garden and then subtract the garden from the area of the deck. So first we need to do is get the area of the entire thing. The deck measures 18 by 25. So we're going to put A equals base times height. So area equals 18. Oh, no, it's 18. For plan A? 18 times 25. What is 18 times 25? It is 450. No calculator, remember, it's 450. Area equals 450 feet squared. Okay, so am I done though? No, I need to subtract that 108 because that's what my garden was. So we have 450 minus 108. Go ahead and solve that. 450 minus 108. What is it? 342. So the actual answer, just the deck, is 342 feet squared. We took the total area, subtracted the garden, and that got us 342. The next one, it says if it costs $4.20 per square foot to install the deck, what is the cost for plan A and the cost for plan B? So what we're going to do is we're going to take, if it's per square foot, that means we multiply $4.20 times however many square feet we're dealing with. How much are we dealing with? 342. So it's going to be 342 times 4.2. I just took the 0 off. There's no need. So 342 times 4.2. Do that in your calculator. Don't use your calculator. Do the math. Good. 1,000. It'll be $1,436 and how much? 40 cents. $1,436.40. Question 4 says, if it costs $1.40 per square foot to install, what is the cost for Plan A? So let's go ahead and do the same thing, but this time it's 342 times 1.4. So what is that? 478.8. So it would be $478.80. Oh, I'm sorry. That's a good point. Thank you, Tate. So I messed up, even though it's on video. I'm gonna leave it there. So I made a mistake. I didn't quite read the question. It says $1.40 per square foot to install the garden. So how big is the garden? 108 square feet. So it's 108 times 1.4. This is why you work in pencil.
151. It's 151.
Yeah, so it's $151. $151.20. Okay? So if we were to figure it out together, it'd be 1436.40 plus 151.20 together for Plan A. That's how much it will cost total. So you guys are going to do the same thing we did for Plan A, but you're going to do it for Plan B for each one. And then in the end, you're going to decide which one is less expensive. Does that make sense? All right, flip over to the back. What? Thank you. So on the back, I am not going to help you with all of them. I'm going to help you with number 12 because number 12 is the one I think you need help with. So it says determine the area of the shaded region. Use pi is equal to 3.14. So you can't use a calculator, so you use 3.14. So if you look at this shape, it is a what? What is this? It's a square. So let's go ahead and figure out the total area. What's the total area here? The total area is 12 squared, which equals 144 inches squared. Right? This is the total area. But I'm looking for just the shaded region. I'll send them in just a second. I'm looking for just the shaded region. Okay? And so I have to figure out, well, how much space are these circles taking up? Pots. So what we do is we look at, well, this goes all the way over here. And I know that it's 12 inches all the way across. So how much are each of these circles? 6. So the diameter of each of these circles is 6. So if I get the area, they're all the same size. So if I get the area of one of them, I have the area of all of them, right? So if I get the area of one of them, I get the area of all of them. So I'm going to go ahead and find the area of one of the circles. What is my radius? 3. So it's going to be the circles. It's going to be pi times radius squared, which means pi times 3 squared. What is 3 squared? 9. So it's going to be pi times 9. What does that equal? 28 point what? 28.26. Yeah, it's 3.14 because you're not, I mean, you got to solve it. So it's 3.14 times 9, and it's 28.26. So it'd be, each circle is 28.26 inches squared. And so I take this number and I multiply it by what? 4, and then I subtract it from 144. So that's how you do that one. All right, so the rest of these 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11, and then the ones on the front, that's classwork. Whatever you don't finish is homework.